sharing with you how to get out of a flop era. So if you are currently starting to feel seasonal depression start to creep in, or you just feel like you're stuck in a rut, this video is for you. These are the things that I recommend doing if you want to have a full glow up, get out of that rut, get yourself feeling really good so that way you can enjoy the holiday season, still feel really positive during the winter time, and not be stuck in a depressing rut. So first I'm going to start off with just journal things you can do that are surface level things, but they actually are so important and so impactful, because I know personally if I go out and I don't put myself together to make myself feel my best, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. All that matters is how I feel inside. So if I go and I'm not feeling confident, my hair is greasy and unstyled, or I'm breaking out and I'm not wearing makeup, it just is so worth taking that little extra time to make your hair look nice, a nice look on the skin, whether it's just tinted sunscreen and curling your lashes. It can be super minimal. It could be no makeup, but just putting on nice skincare, fixing your hair, wearing a cute outfit. These things are so incredibly impactful. They will change the way you feel so much, because looking good is feeling good, and when you feel good, you look good. When you look good, you feel good. Obviously, that takes a lot of other elements, but that is so important and something that I think can be really overlooked. Or if you're feeling depressed, it's one of the first things you can start to slack on. Making sure you take the time for this is so key in feeling your best. If you want to learn how to do your makeup to look your best, I have a tutorial that I will link below. Girl, wash your hair. So many of us are getting a little too hardcore about no hair washing, to the point where we're like walking around with nasty stinky hair. Obviously you don't want to overwash your hair, but make sure your hair is like clean and smells good. You can wash your hair multiple times a week. You don't have to wash it only one time a week. Just use high quality hair care products that you know work for your hair, and don't strip it. For your clothing, I think something that can really bog me down is owning things that don't make me feel good, but they might be comfortable. You know, those clothes that are like your PJs or like loungewear that are really comfy, but whenever you wear them you feel kind of gross. Get rid of them, because if you keep them, you're gonna keep wearing them and you're gonna keep feeling crummy. I've been really good about this lately, of changing out all of my pajamas to being cute but still comfortable, of course, but it makes me feel so much better. I used to feel so greasy and gross, and I love a good rot day. On a weekend day, I like to just spend most of the day at home just relaxing and resting. I would wear these clothes that didn't make me feel good about myself, like big baggy old t-shirts, just stuff that was not flattering, and it made me feel so icky that I wasn't even really enjoying my day at home, because I just felt kind of gross. And if like on those days you get up, take a shower, go on a walk, you do little things like that, and then you let yourself enjoy and relax, wear the loungewear that you actually feel cute in, makes the hugest difference. Like, trust me, try it out. So for winter, I'm wearing long sleeves that are tight but really soft and comfortable from Amazon. I got really comfortable fleece from Aritzia. They also have good fleece at Melville in different places, H&M. If you're struggling with your skin, or you're just kind of following a bunch of random people on TikTok skincare advice, I would highly recommend going and seeing a skin specialist and working with a professional if you can afford it, or just getting a nice skincare line. It doesn't have to be expensive, but from a professional. There are ones that are affordable, and that way you know you're using the best possible skincare that's working for your skin. It's custom by a professional. I really love working with estheticians. I'm an esthetician myself. Something I think if you're able to do, so beneficial in order to feel your best, because when your skin isn't looking as good, it really can impact our self-confidence. I know this very well. I'm gonna mention the obvious, eating healthy whole foods. This is something I talk about a lot, and I know it's something that's easier said than done if you're stuck in unhealthy eating patterns. That's why I created a grocery guide to really help you guys to be able to have confidence in meal planning, how I grocery shop, how I plan out my weekly meals, because if you don't plan them out in advance, you're just going to end up ordering DoorDash. It's just facts. It's a free guide, so if you want to grab that and learn how to read ingredient labels, it's super helpful. If you want to start working on that, I would definitely start there. Eating for balanced blood sugar is like a whole other topic, but something that is is so important in terms of our hormones and our mood. Huge reason why as women we can be so moody. We're really up and down. Obviously we're going through hormonal shifts every day. We're in different spaces, so it's just natural, but we can calm it down a lot just through eating for balanced blood sugar. So that means not drinking caffeine on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, instead eating a balanced breakfast that's high in protein, and making sure you eat a full balanced lunch, eating snacks after lunch if you get hungry that are balanced and not going to spike your blood sugar, and eating a nice balanced dinner and eating it hours before bedtime, and ending all eating and snacking prior to bedtime. This is something I think so many people do, but what's important is eating a really satiating dinner hours before bed, because you need to give your body those hours before bed to complete digesting your food as much as it can. So that way at night when you're sleeping, your body's actually able to detoxify and do all of the important things that it does while you're sleeping instead of digesting. And if you're snacking late at night, it means that you weren't eating for balanced blood sugar throughout the day. Your meals were probably not balanced enough or high enough in protein or filling enough, or you're just eating like a bunch of empty carbs, which just create this constant spikes and drops in your blood sugar, which then create more cravings. So you eat and eat and eat and you're never really full, because that will really help with your mood and feeling more steady, positive, and in a better state of mind. This is another pretty obvious one, but it needs to be said: to move your body every single day for at least 20 plus minutes a day is seriously the most important thing you could possibly do. The reason that you don't have energy, you feel incredibly fatigued, exhausted, you feel dizzy when you stand up, you just feel like you don't have the energy to do anything, is because you're not moving your body. When you don't move your body, you do not have any energy and you just feel so icky. That's why it's so hard to get back into moving your body, because you feel so tired. I do think that when you're feeling down, it does really affect your energy levels. It can make it even more challenging. You could just go outside and bundle up and go on a walk, or if you have like a walking pad. I love hot yoga. I like to do at home workouts with form. Finding forms of movement that you truly love is the key, because I was in such a tough spot with keeping a healthy movement routine for most of my life. I was not physically active, struggled with feeling really fatigued, really lightheaded when I stood up, and so I would go to these crazy classes and cycling classes, and it's not going to be something I would recommend, especially for women, especially if you're just trying to get into a healthy routine. I would say start going on walks and build yourself up. You can add bala weights to your ankles and your wrists and go on a power walk, put on some headphones, listen to vibey music. I've never felt this good. I've never had this much energy. Literally changed my entire life, made me the person I am today. So I just cannot rave about moving your body enough. It's something that I think we really overcomplicate it. People love to make it a punishment thing and be like, I haven't been exercising, so I'm gonna go to CrossFit, I'm gonna go to HIIT, I'm gonna do this really intense hard program that's gonna absolutely deplete and exhaust me till I can no longer do it, and I'm gonna completely go the other direction and start binge eating, not exercising, and the whole yo-yo thing that so many of us women experience. I've been there so many times, so I completely understand it, but now I learned that I have to actually love myself and be gentle with myself and do it in that way of focusing on what feels good in my body. So don't lie to yourself. Don't make promises you're not going to keep. Be true to your word to yourself, because the only person that's going to be able to pull you out of a rut is yourself. It's no one else's responsibility. No one else is capable of doing that but you. So you've got to be your own cheerleader, and you have to develop discipline, because motivation is not something that anybody has on a daily basis. Or you make a decision every time that voice pops up, you go, which of these options is going to make me feel better afterwards? Choose that option and you will feel so much better. It is well worth it, and that is how I make my decisions day to day. These are all my tips from how I got myself out of a rut and how I continue to keep myself from getting in ruts by following these steps. I hope it was helpful. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and check out all the free resources that I mentioned below.